Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's like 70 degrees outside, so I figured it'd be a good day to work my truck. I got a little downtime today, and I'm gonna do my next upgrade to the truck. And anybody who's in the 7.3 world knows about these 6637s, the Napa Golds. You can get them at any parts store. They're pretty common, and the full round cylinder air filter. It's supposed to help these engines breathe. The two biggest issues that Ford ran into with the 7.3s was intake and exhaust. The exhaust is a little too small, the intake's a little too small. So most guys, they run these 6637s and then they run the 4-inch or 5-inch exhaust out the back end, which we just picked something up from Diamond Eye Diesel Performance for a 4-inch exhaust. That'll be the next video for the truck. But for now, we're just gonna do the air filter modification. Shouldn't be too hard. It's fairly straightforward. Just taking out the old air filter box and then slapping this guy in here, a couple hose clamps, and we'll be on our way. So put you on time lapse and get it going.
So like I said, it's very self-explanatory. It's very simple. The only things you really need to remember to do is to unplug your battery. Just one of the two, doesn't matter. This just allows any reset codes to fully reset for any of the airflow when you put the new air filter in. So that alleviates that. Yeah, and all you really do is you pop off the little battery cover and then you pop out the air box. There's a couple bolts in there you take out, undo your hose to your turbo, have a little adapter pipe that goes into your 6637 filter. You throw a little dust cover on it, slap back together, battery back in, and you'll be on the road. So like I said, I'll put you on a time lapse. It should be a pretty easy job. All right, so I got the battery cover off, got the battery cables off the terminals, and then I took the top part of the air filter box off. It's just a little hose clamp, little flathead screwdriver right here. Biggest thing that you gotta watch, there's just a couple bolts that hold this lower end on to the frame. But this little guy right here, that is your air temp gauge. You need to make sure that you just twist this out before you take this out, or you could break this and then your dash is gonna throw codes and it's gonna be a nightmare. And it's because your temp gauge is all jacked up. So just a little tidbit of information. So I'll get this off and put you back on the time lapse. All right, so I got the bottom of the air box out. I took out the air temp gauge, or sensor, excuse me, and you can either zip tie it, or I just used some Gorilla tape, just taped it to the one bracket that kind of has to one of your solenoid boxes. It'll be fine. Just so it's in the general area of your filter, so you have a general idea what your temps is coming in, but it's out of the way, it's not gonna get damaged, and I kind of covered all the wires, so it should be fine there. So now, next step is I will take the adapter, put it into the hose, and put the 6637 in there. So I'll go ahead and show you the brand I used and a little bit about their kit. So again, it's the company that I went with is Riff Raff Diesel Performance. They're an American-based company, and they specialize on the Ford Powerstroke, so the 7.3, the 6.0, 6.4, 6.7. I just really liked them. One, because they're made in America, and that's a big thing for me. Two, it's just a bunch of guys that just kind of got together and started this little diesel performance company. I really like the kit. The kit, I have it installed to the 6637 now, but it's just a little 4-inch piece of metal pipe. You can use PVC pipe or just metal pipe from a plumbing warehouse store, wherever you want to get it, but they supply it. They supply the right band clamp, and they also supply just a little dust enlarged particle screen that goes over the filter, just as another set of protection. So I'll get that put on, get everything kind of fit in place, and then I'll tighten everything down. All right, everybody, well, I got it back in. Kind of had it loose and just kind of see what the best fit would be. Make sure I can get that adapters tight on both sides. And they give you a really nice clamp here that tightens that down really tight to the filter. And then you can just use the existing clamp here. Get it nice and tight. Kind of look the one over, make sure there's no gaps in anything. And yeah, it should be good. I'll put the battery tray back on, connect the battery up, and we'll fire it up and see how she sounds. All right, everybody, well, we got it all installed. I fired it up and fired up really nice. Didn't hear or see any leaks. I did one more adjustment. I tried to get it as flat and straight as I could, but I'm really pleased with it. Riff raff. Really excited to see. The biggest reason I did it is to give this truck a little more airflow and hopefully maybe get me like a half a mile per gallon better. It's what I read on some of the forums. It's usually about half a mile to the gallon, a little better. Helps keep your EGDs down, just keeps your engine a little cooler. Got a little bigger air filter space to suck in a little more air. Should help this 7.3 engine out. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I picked up a 4-inch turbo back exhaust from Diamond Eye, so that'll be the next job for the farm truck. But really excited, should do us really well. So if you liked the video, please consider subscribing and giving it a like, sharing it, and letting more people see what we do here. And again, I just thank you for watching and have a blessed day.